There's certain accessories that I use with my iPhone on a daily basis, and honestly I've been thinking about it and they integrate so well into my life. And it's to the point where I cannot imagine my life without them. I know that sounds a little bit dramatic, but nonetheless, these are my absolute favorite iPhone accessories and I want to share with you what they do and why I like them. Before we get started, if you'll do me a solid and hit that subscribe button, that would mean a lot to me. My goal this year is to get this channel to 10K and I really want to put in the work to make that happen. First off is the MOF tripod stand. So this is an accessory that attaches to the back of the iPhone via MagSafe and it folds out kind of like origami. So the actual purpose behind this product is to act as like a tripod for when you're filming yourself so that you can get some angles and you get a steady surface when you're using your iPhone for a camera. But to be honest, my favorite way to use this is actually just as a stand in my everyday life. So whenever I'm working at my desk, I just literally have it in the stand mode and I'm just looking at my iPhone at a very nice angle. If I'm cooking in the kitchen, I can just put it on the countertop and I don't have to have my hands holding the phone. But I think when I'm on FaceTime, that is my favorite use of this. It literally acts as like a tripod, but for your phone for FaceTime. And every single time I'm on a FaceTime call and I want to have my hands free, I literally just put the phone down and it's just like the best thing ever, to the point where now like I instinctually just put my phone down like that. So gone are the days where you're trying to find something to like prop your phone up against and then it falls and all that. And people actually ask me about it all the time when they see it, and when I show them, they actually think it's pretty cool. Number two is this SD card reader. So this SD card reader has come clutch so many times for me. Not only is it regular SD, so for like the camera that I'm using right now, but it's also micro SD. So now with the iPhone having USB-C, this SD card reader allows me to do so much work on the go and I don't have to bring my big laptop anymore for certain things when I travel. Not only can I plug in pretty much any normal camera, for example, like this camera or like my Fujifilm camera, but it's actually clutch when I'm traveling and I'm using my Osmo Pocket 3, which uses micro SD, or if I'm using a drone, I can easily import that footage right away into my iPhone and I don't have to have access to a big clunky computer. Another little cool part of this is that it not only has USB-C, but on the other side, it has USB-A, and then it also just like clicks out to micro USB. So I know that might not be the most used thing in the world, but when you do need it, it does come clutch because I'd rather have something and not need it than need it and not have it. 3-in-1 charging dock. Now I've never used one of these before until I saw this one. And let me tell you, since I started using it, I absolutely love it. It literally lives on my bedside table now. And I put my iPhone, my Apple Watch, my AirPods, everything on it pretty much every night. So I'm a pretty light sleeper and I like to know how much time I have left before my alarm goes off sometimes in the middle of the night. So with this and putting my iPhone sideways in nightstand mode, I can easily just like tap the table and then my iPhone like shows what time it is in like very dim lighting. It's not too bright, it's not too like intrusive, it's very nice. As well as now I just have one cable, one USB-C cable that plugs right into it and I don't need anything else. For me also, I'm big into aesthetics, so I like how this just looks on my bedside table. It adds to the aesthetics, it makes it look a little bit more industrial, makes it look a little bit more organized and modern. And since I charge overnight, then I don't really need to worry about super fast charging speed, so MagSafe is more than enough for that. The Yesoul G1M Plus fitness bike. And shout out to Yesoul for being the sponsor of today's video. So as a former university basketball player and have been played professionally, fitness is a huge part of my life. So you must be thinking, what does a fitness bike have to do with iPhone accessories? Well, let me explain. I hate cardio. I absolutely hate it. I find it so boring. And I know that it's good for me, and especially me not like actively every single day playing high intensity basketball anymore. I know I need to incorporate it a lot more than I do. So with this bike, it actually has a feature where you can cast your media on the screen. So now the long cardio sessions that I used to not like have become much more engaging, much more enjoyable, and they go by a lot faster, thank goodness. So I'll be watching movies or shows while I'm pedaling along, and it's great because my mind is off now how long it's taken me. Sometimes honestly, like I'll get so caught up into a video or so caught up into a movie that like an hour or like half an hour goes by and I'm doing cardio and I don't even notice it. So that's great. And a bike has speakers too. So when I'm in that grungy mood and I really want to get a tough workout in and I don't care about making noise, I could blast my music and really get into that zone. Honestly, I never thought I'd say this, but this stationary bike has made cardio a lot more fun, a lot more enjoyable, and I find myself doing cardio a lot more, so it's a win-win. So if you want to check out the Yesoul G1M Plus bike, I'll have it linked below in my description along with a code as well that you could use. So shout out to Yesoul and make sure you check it out, especially if you're trying to find a way to make cardio a little bit more enjoyable, especially using that media casting feature. The Aura Ring. Now, keeping along the theme with fitness. For me personally, sleep is something that I'm constantly working on. I'm not going to sit here and say it's the greatest because it's really not. My sleep is something that I constantly struggle with. And I really like this ring because I can keep it on me when I'm going to sleep and it's not as intrusive and I don't really feel it. Like I used to try to sleep with my Apple Watch and I absolutely hated it. This ring, like I don't notice it at all. And then every night it gives me a sleep score. It tells me how much REM I got, how much deep sleep I got. It gives me a sleep score. I'm not going to lie, my sleep scores have not been great. They're pretty much in like the 60s. Like on a good day it's 70, which is really not good. But nonetheless, it does give me a better understanding of why my energy is certain ways throughout the day and how my sleep is affecting that. And even if it's not the greatest right now, it does give me some good insights that I can use while I'm working on my sleep. Last but not least, the DJI Mic 2. So as a content creator, sometimes I do record with my phone. And actually lately, with the new iPhone 16 Pro Max cameras, it's been something that I've been doing more and more. And everybody knows good audio is a must. You can have a very nice looking video, but if you have bad audio, people are not going to enjoy it. So that's where these mics come in. They really level up the audio quality of whatever video you shoot. Not only are they good for like a camera like this, but with the USB-C attachment, they also plug right into my iPhone. Super easy. Another thing that comes in useful is that I don't need to be very close to the phone for me to capture good audio. I could be on the other end of the room, and since it's wireless, it's transmitting good audio to my phone. So overall, it just adds a much better audio experience at whatever you shoot. And if you're only an iPhone shooter, some form of microphone like this is a must-have. Anyway, so those are some of my favorite iPhone accessories, and I'm not gonna lie, like I said at the beginning of this video, there's things that I can't live without anymore. I'm always on the hunt for new gadgets and tech, so if you have any recommendations, drop it in the comments below and we'll chat about it. Anyways, my name is Aryan. Thank you so much for watching this video. Consider subscribing and joining the community. I'll see y'all in the next video. Take care.